I'm 99.9% sure that OC Chris is an industry plant. Let's get into it. Now, I'm going to go into this video saying that I really do think that OC Chris is a talented individual. He's very young, so he still has a lot of time to even develop his sound and make it even better. But I do think for his age that he's a very talented guy. But I really do think that he's an industry plant, and here's why. So if you go down his YouTube channel, you go to his very first video if you go down to his very first video is a year ago, it has 296,000 views. Now that's pretty crazy for your very first video. Now, so he's 17 right now, right? So a year ago he was 16. So I doubt he was making much. So some people are probably thinking, well, he probably deleted a lot of old stuff, right? But he was only 16 years old. How much more music did he have? You know what I mean? And at 16 years old, the video is high quality, bro. It's like very good quality. So at 16 years old, I doubt that he had the funds to make this happen, bro, right? Because obviously it's the first video. It has almost 300,000 views. Obviously, they put some money behind this. They spent the money on a good videographer, and they spent money on pushing the video out. Because if you click on the video, it has 300,000 views, but it's less than 5,000 likes. At 300,000 views, I think likes should be a lot more than that. So, obviously it was pushed. Somebody paid for the promotion and stuff like that. So, as you scroll up and you got all the videos that it don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. This one got 500,000 views, but 7.5 thousand likes. That's actually not too crazy. I think the likes should be a little bit more than that with 500,000 views, but that's actually not too crazy. But him barely being known like at all. Cause I think at this time, at 7 months ago, he had less than 50,000 followers on Instagram, and that just don't add up, right? But you go up. You go down, you see some of his newest ones, and he got lots of official music, like this one right here with Quinn FNFN. It only has 24,000. A mic drop performance only has 16,000. Another one has 4,000. Another 11,000. And right now, he's more popular than ever, but people aren't watching his videos. So that goes to show that if a lot of these videos, even the one he did with Paul Wall only has 73,000 views. Paul Wall, bro. It's the biggest rapper in Texas, bro. One of the best white rappers in the country, in the world. You know what I mean? After Eminem. And it only has 73,000 views. That don't make any sense. So why are these these videos a year ago have this many views? Of course, it was paid for. The views were bought. I'm pretty freaking sure. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden we got this little 17-year-old kid. He's hooking up with people like NBA YoungBoy. He did the Adam 22 interview, which is pretty easy. It's not pretty easy to get. I was about to say it's pretty easy, but it's not easy to get, right? Because if it was easy, anybody would be up there. But you have to have the right connections, right? So Adam 22, he works with record labels. All right, if people didn't know this, they pay him some money. He brings in the artist and he'll interview them, but they have to have views. You know what I mean? He said that before. He'll look at them, and if they have 100,000, a couple 100,000 views, and like I said, if it's the right people that he has on his side, that they're paying the money for it and stuff like that, then he'll work with them. So that's how that happened. I'm pretty sure. But the NBA YoungBoy thing, and he was recently seen with Blueface. And so you see him and then he was at the BET Awards, which everybody knows how he threw the Mexican flag in the trash. But that's a whole different topic. I'm not gonna bash the youngin', all right? That's a whole different thing, right? I did a video on that too. If y'all want to go down the timeline and go check it out. He went to the BET Award and he threw the Mexican flag in the trash because they didn't want him to come inside the building with it. So that's a whole different thing. But so this youngin', all of a sudden, he's chilling with the Blueface, chilling with NBA YoungBoy, going to the BET Awards. He's chilling with other people in the industry. It's because, what people don't know, if you don't know what an industry plant is, it's somebody who's in the industry, who has connections and ties already to the industry, right? And it's either a kid of their friend, or if it's their kid, or if it's somebody they just found and they're just like, you know what, I can do something with this guy, with this kid. And they mold them, and then they get them they get them the connects they know, and they bring them up. That's what pretty much an industry plan is. Is it bad? No, it's not. I mean, the guy was OC Chris is blessed. He should be very thankful and grateful that he has somebody behind him to put him in this position. He should be. I hope he is grateful, and I hope he's taking it seriously. You know what I mean? Because to have that kind of support system, to have somebody who has a connection and to put you in that spotlight, it's pretty incredible, because you got artists out here who are 10 times better, who do 10 times more of the work, who've been doing this for years, that just don't get that break. And this youngin, bro, with no resume, with not hardly putting any work in, this youngin just came out of nowhere, and he got this type of success. I mean, that's what we're gonna get to as well. Is it success? Because the views, the Spotify numbers, they're not really there. All right. And even his Instagram posts, some posts get like 20,000. That's because if he does a collab post, like he did a collab post with NBA YoungBoy or something like that, of course they're gonna get a bunch of views and likes and stuff, right? But his regular posts, they don't get that much likes, right? So it's like if you go to the music, the fans aren't there for the music. They're not showing up for the music, all right? So it's not his music. It's the image they're putting out on Instagram. They're making people think he's more famous than he is by taking pictures with people like NBA YoungBoy. You see him with NBA YoungBoy, they're chopping it up. You're like, oh, shit, he made it. But that's wild that some people think that's what it takes to make it, just taking a picture with a celebrity, instead of going and looking at the music and looking at the numbers. That's what gets wild, right? And I'm sure he's gonna and he's going up and up. He's getting more followers, he's getting more people's attention because of taking pictures with people like NBA YoungBoy. You know what I mean? Because of the spots, of the places that his management and that his team is putting him in. All right, the connections that he has to the industry. So now, it depends, bro. Like, it's kind of crazy if you think about it. It depends on what what I'm trying to get to is this good or a bad thing, right? I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. It just kind of sucks that there's so many artists that have way more talent, that put in way so much work, and they don't get this type of connection. They don't get this type of recognition. You know what I mean? That's what's crazy, is that a person in the industry can literally take anyone off the street and make them popping, or make it seem like they're popping, right? It's fake it till you make it. All he needs is that one big freaking hit. It's going to go crazy, you know what I mean? Because he's already in the right places, right? He got fans of NBA YoungBoy, fans of Blueface, fans of Adam 22 already looking at him, thinking that he's already this guy that's already done it. But no, he hasn't put that work in yet. But all he needs, now that he got the eyes on him, all he needs is a hit, and boom, he blows. So it's crazy how the industry can do that. You know, if it's somebody who has the right connections, who's been in the game for a while, they can literally take anybody off the street and make them pop. It's wild, bro. And totally ignore all these great artists that are out here. Now, this is no hate on OC Chris, bro. He's a youngin'. He's just going with, I mean, shit, if I was 16, 17 years old and, I was rapping and somebody said, you know what I mean? Let's do this, you got to do this, you got to do that. And then I'll take you up there. I'd fucking do it. 1000%. Who wouldn't? You know what I mean? Who wouldn't? Of course, man. You're going to get the money. You're going to get the fucking fame. You're going to get everything, He's just doing what he got to do. So it's no hate on OC Chris. He's a youngin'. I hope that he's being led right. And I hope he really does have a team that has the best intentions for him. And I hope, the best for him. But I really do think he's an industry plant, 1000%. And it seems like that's a thing, bro. It seems like it's just, that's just what it is these days, bro. Ah, man, I don't know. Y'all go in the comment section. Let me know right now. Do y'all think he's an industry plant? If he is, doesn't matter. Who gives a crap? He's still putting out music. You're a fan of him. You don't care. But or do you think that's messed up? That so many great artists are being ignored, and the industry are creating their own artists so they can make more money off of these artists. I've heard that. That's another point I was going to bring up. A reason why industry plants are being made is so the labels can't control them. You know what I mean? So much rappers out here now are going independent and they're making all the money themselves, bro. The record labels still don't have their hand in it. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why industry plants are being made, because the record labels want to control them, right? Everybody got their hand in his pockets, bro. It's absolutely crazy. But anyways, that's today's video, bro. It's your boy Smokes. This is Mundo Vision Media. Go down in the comment section and let me know what you think about this video. And like and subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, bro. Mundo Vision Media, we out.